بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد، رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. So today, inshallah, we are going to take lesson 10A because we have divided each lesson into 30 minutes so that in order that we are not overwhelming because Khums Masail, as I mentioned, these are like mathematics, so we have to give slowly to everybody. Okay, so here is today's mas'ala. We are going to start from ruling number 1 to 18, and basically we are talking about Ra's Sana. So Ra's Sana means head of. Ra's means head, Sana means year, head of the year. That means beginning of the year or the end of the year. So you want to start with the end of the year, you say Ra's Sana is the end of the year. You want to consider the beginning of the year, it's after you finish 1 year, that date is called Ra's Sana. Now I want you to focus. Many people, they get confused and they ask this a lot of questions. So let's say if I have started working on December, so January will be my Ra's Sana, 1st January. Okay, then it's not like that. Ra's Sana means 12 months from the first day you get your income. Okay, so if you start your income in December until 1st December next year, 1st December is going to be your Ra's Sana. If you started in 1st June, next year 1st June is going to be your Ra's Sana. Okay, so that you need to know that it is not like one year like a lunar calendar or this calendar, that calendar, beginning of the year, Muharram or January. No, Ra's Sana means after 12 months after you got the income. That's it. It doesn't have a specific month. You have to you choose which month you need to make it a Ra's Sana for you. Ruling number 1 to 18. Ra's Sanatil Ma'una. Ma'una, it is translated with so many translations. Some translations I saw provision, but then when I looked into the translation of provision, it doesn't fit properly. So living expenses or living needs. Ma'una means your personal living expenses, living needs, living requirements. That's called ma'una. Okay, so Ra'su sanatil ma'una fi man la mahnata lahu. So now we have two types of people: one jobless, one person who has job. So let's take the ruling of the person who is jobless. Man la mahnata lahu, the one who does not have a job, that means regular job. He may get from here and there, but he doesn't have a regular job. Yata'ataha fi ma'ashihi, he doesn't have a regular job or a source of income for his living. Kalladhi yu'iluhu shakhsun akhar, such as a person who is sponsored by someone else. Somebody else is supporting him or her. Okay, so this area of ruling is for that person who's jobless, like a father supporting the son, or mother supporting the son, or husband supporting his wife, and so on, or somebody supporting an orphan. Okay, so the person, he is dependent. He's dependent on someone else. وحصلت له فائدة اتفاقا. Ittifaqan is like a casual, not usual, suddenly, accidentally, unexpectedly, or no expectedly, but it is not a regular income. Okay, it's a casual income or a profit. أو اتفاقا أول زمان حصوله وحصلت له فائدة اتفاقا أول زمان حصولها، فمتى حصلت جاز له صرفها في المؤن اللاحقة. So you got an income, you can spend it. You don't have to pay the khums of it. You can spend it in your living expenses. Ma'una, we will call it living expenses. That's it. Okay, so you can spend that money. You don't have to pay the khums of it now. جاز له صرفها, it is permissible for him to use it. in his living expenses, upcoming living expenses, اللاحقة إلى عام كامل, until one full year. So after 12 months of this income, you got 10,000 euro. After this 10,000, after 1 year, this 10,000 euro was consumed after 12 months, or no, something was remaining. So if something was remaining, that you are going to pay the khums of it. Okay? So basically, initially, khums becomes obligated on somebody once he gets the income. This is a general concept of khums. But Islamic authority gives you permission to use this money in your living expenses until the end of the year. Then you pay the khums of it. Then you pay the khums of it. Okay? So this guy got $10,000 or 10,000 euros. Okay, they told me every time you say dollar. Okay, so I have to say euro as well. So euros, 10,000 euros. Our Europeans, they become upset if you don't say euro. حصل فمتى حصلت, wherever he gets it. So okay, ولا يجوز له, it is not permissible for him أن يجبر بها ما صرفه في المؤن قبل ذلك من المال المخمس أو ما بحكمه. Let's say he had this 10,000 euros. Okay, he got this 10,000 euro. Let me go back a little bit. Let's say he had, last year he had 10,000 euros. He paid the khums of it, 2,000 euro. The remaining were 8,000 euro. Are you with me now? He had last year 10,000. He paid the khums of it. Remaining were 8,000 euro. Now, these 8,000 euro are khums paid, clean, pure. Okay. So now he spent it. He spent it in a grocery here and there next year. Okay, he was spending. Now what happened? Like, let's say his date, khums date was in end of December. Let's say end of December. Okay. So now he became jobless. Next year he became jobless. So he had this money, 8,000 khums paid. So he started spending on him, spending from it. Okay. And suddenly somebody gave him in like March 10,000 euro, a gift, or father gave him, wife gave husband, husband gave somebody, because he's dependent now. He doesn't have a job, he's dependent now. So he got this 10,000 euro. And he spent how much? In January, he spent 1,000 euro. February, he spent 1,000 euro. March, he spent 1,000, and now he got it. So how many euros he spent from the khums paid? Khums paid were 8,000. He spent 3,000 in 3 months, and then he got 10,000 this month. Okay, so now he wants to play tricky. He heard about the rulings about the businessmen that they can recover their capital, khums paid capital of investment. So he said, okay, let me recover my 3,000 which I spent with my khums paid money. He said, stop it. You can't do that. But the businessmen you allowed, yes, because they pay the khums and then invest in their business. So we allow them to reimburse whatever khums paid money they lost it, it's gone, to exempt it from the end of the year. We allow that. Go back to my previous sessions. I'm not going to repeat this ruling. Okay? We allow them. The Sharia allows them. So now, so we may know. Whatever 3,000 gone, cry on it, do whatever. These 10,000 cannot be used for the khums paid money you used for your previous month's living expenses. Yes, from now till next March, you have the right. Now till next April, you have the right, because you got in April. You have the right to use. At the end, whatever remaining is remaining khums. But you can't recover the khums money you used in January, February, March. Okay, you can't. So that's what he says. وَلَا يَجُوزُ لَهُ أَنْ يَجْبُرَ بِهَا, and it is not permissible for him to recover or reimburse, okay, with that money he got accidentally, or in income he got, irregular income. مَا صَرَفَهُ فِي الْمُؤَنْ, what he had spent in living expenses. قبل ذلك, before getting this money. من المال المخمس, from the khums paid money. أو ما بحكمه, or similar to the khums paid money is like the money of inheritance. Okay, we said money of inheritance, you don't pay, it's khums exempt money. So that was for somebody who's jobless. Now let's see about the person who's job. وَأَمَّا مَنْ لَهُ مِهْنَةً يَتَعَاطَاهَا فِي مَعَاشِهِ, and as for someone who has a regular income, source of income for his living, كالتاجر, such as a businessman, والطبيب, such as a doctor, والموظف, such as a clerk, والعامل, such as a worker or labor, فرأس سنته حين الشروع في الاكتساب. So the head of the year, or the beginning of the year, or the khums payday, we will call رأس السنة khums payday. Okay, his khums payday will be 1 year after the beginning of his income, after 1 year. That means after 12 months. فرأس سنته, his khums payday will be when? حين الشروع في الاكتساب, the moment he started earning, okay, income came, the first income comes in his hand, that's the day he needs to. Now he can do approximately back and forth. It doesn't matter. You have to be a micro millisecond, an hour and this second. No, the day. If you want to push it a little bit ahead, discuss with a scholar in your region. Tell him that my first income was on 25th January or 25th Shawwal, but I want to make it first Dhul Hajj, or first holy month of Ramadan, or my birthday, a day where I remember. So can I do it? He will tell you what to do. We are going to discuss about that, but I don't want to say anything now. We have a ruling coming. So, or if you can't wait until that ruling comes, you can ask the scholar in your region how to modify the day, change the date, change the payday. فيجوز له احتساب المؤن المصروفة. So it is permissible for him, whatever income he gets, he can spend it in his living expenses. Okay, بعده من الربح اللاحق. Okay, so whatever income is upcoming, he can spend it in the what they say, in the living expenses. So let's say I spent this month some amount. So we will say, okay, you can recover this amount. You can pay off your loans of previous month. You can do that. فَيَجُوزُ لَهُ احْتِسَابُ. So it is permissible for him to consider al-mu'an al-masrufa, the living expenses, بعده من الربح اللاحق. So after this, okay, after this. Now here, إلى نهاية السنة. So whatever income is coming until the end of the year, you can use it in your living expenses. Yes, من حين فيجوز له احتساب المؤن المصروفة بعده, from the day you started having your income, okay, you spent money, but you are going to get income. So you can play with that income. You can spend it. So whatever income comes, you can get something on loan, and then you pay off the loan from the monthly salary you'll get at the end of the month. So that's why these wordings, فَيَجُوزَ لُ احْتِسَابُ الْمُؤَنِ. So it is permissible for him to consider, or to count, or to account, to consider the living expenses after it. After what? After he started earning. From what? From the income which is coming until the end of the year. So this full year, you are khums exempt for your living expenses. Okay, so that's why, therefore, from that day until the end of the year, a full 12 months, he spends from his income in his living expenses. He spends, therefore, from that day until the end of the full 12 months. he can spend, okay, that's what's missing. He can spend from his income in his living expenses without paying any khums of it. Okay. Then, ولا يحق له صرف شيء من الربح الحاصل. It is not permissible for him to spend from the income, the benefits, the profits, incomes, okay? قبل نهاية السنة في مؤونة السنة التالية. You can't buy grocery for next year from the income of this year. This year income is for this year's spendings and expenses, living expenses. At the end of the year, whatever is remaining and is going to be rolled over in your next year, you need to pay the khums of it. Okay? This year's income to be spent on this year. Whatever remains from this income or whatever remains from the grocery you purchase from this year's income is going to be khumsed. Okay? Well, it is not permissible. There's no right upon for him to spend the income of this, whatever income he have earned before the end of that year, cannot be used for the next year without paying the khums of it, even if it was such as gifted wealth given to him, okay, in the current year. So you are not using it, you're going to use it next year. Somebody gave you 10 kgs of rice, gift, you are not going to use it this year, then pay the khums of it. قبل نهاية السنة في مؤونة السنة التالية إلا بعد تخميسه, until you pay the khums of it. حتى إذا كان, even if it was as simple as a gift given to you and you did not use it in the year which was given, year of possession, year of receiving. Okay, so we move to next one. What about somebody who has different businesses? Like many people, they have business in tea, business in rice, business in telephones, business in real estate, different businesses here. This person has. He has so many hats. وإذا كان للشخص أنواع مختلفة من الاكتساب. If a person had several types of source of income, okay, كالتجارة, such as business, والإجارة, such as he has a leasing company, hiring company, والزراعة, such as agriculture, جاز له أن يجعل لنفسه رأس سنة واحدة. It is permissible for him to keep one year for accounting, one payday for khums for all these different sources of income. One payday. It's an option. He wants to keep for each and other different khums payday. That is fine. You choose. You want to make one accounting day, one khums payday. That's fine. You want. Let's say he started business in January. He started agriculture in February. He started his real estate company in June. So he can make June as a payday. Next June, it's every June, payday, khums payday for the leasing company, we said. Okay. Every February for agriculture. Every January, he can do like that. This is an option. So he says, جاز له أن يجعل لنفسه رأس سنة واحدة. It would be permissible for him to make one khums payday فيحسب مجموع وارداته في آخر السنة. So he accounts or he calculates all his incomes in all his sources of income, from all his sources of income. ويخمس ما زاد على مؤونته. And after spending on his family and living expenses, he, after exempting those, because whenever he has business, he's getting money, he's spending on his family. So whatever remaining net profit after he has spent on his family, okay, after he's recovered his capital of investment, as we mentioned, then the net profit he's going to pay the khums of it. And it is also permissible for him to keep for every source of income, okay, a special khums payday. Every source of income, independent payday, khums payday. فيخمس. Then he does therefore he does the khums of whatever exceeds من وارده فما زاد من وارده his income عن مؤونته في آخر تلك السنة. So each individual business is accounted separately. So you have an option. You can make one payday, Khums payday, or you can make individual Khums paydays for each business. Okay, it's your option. Okay, now capital of investment. This is very important ruling, very important ruling, especially all those who are doing business, whether your business is in agriculture, leasing company, whatever business, you have investment. You have 10,000 euro, you have invested and you have invested. So this is your capital of investment. Just please focus with me. Please focus with me, and we'll be done with this ruling today because it's very important ruling. Okay? So because everybody has businesses and everybody are asking, when should I pay Khums? So we ask him, did you pay the Khums of your capital of investment before you invest? No, I thought it was at the end of the year. No. We said in one of our sessions, before you invest, you need to pay the Khums of it. There are conditions. For Sayyid al-Khou'i, the ruling is different. I'm not going to mention the ruling of Sayyid al-Khou'i here, but if you are a follower of Sayyid al-Khou'i, Quddasa Sirruh, please contact me or contact any scholar who is aware of the ruling of Sayyid al-Khou'i, Quddasa Sirruh, in what is exempt from my capital of investment. I'm going to mention Sayyid Sistani to keep confusion away, because majority are following Sayyid Sistani, and whenever I say Sayyid al-Khou'i said this, Sayyid Sistani said, they get confused and they implement Sayyid al-Khou'i's mas'ala because it was a bit easier. Anyhow, but nowadays it's not easier. It's same. Sayyid Sistani, practically it's same. Theoretically it's easier. Practically Sayyid Sistani's mas'ala might seem easier, but it's not about easy and difficult. It's marja. It tells me follow, finish. Okay. Ruling number 1219. رأس مال التجارة, capital of investment for business. ليس من المؤونة المستثنات. It is not from the exempt expenses. Okay, it is not. You have to pay the khums of it before you invest. فيجب إخراج خمسه. Therefore, it is obligatory to pay the khums of it. إذا اتخذه من أرباحه. If he had, last year he had this income, at the end of the year, he had 20,000 euro. Okay, he said, let me spend this 20,000 euro next year, invested in my business. No, pay the khums of it first. This is the general rule. Then I'm going to come to specific. Pay the khums of it, then invested in the capital of investment. I mean, invested in your business, in your leasing company, in your agriculture, whatsoever. Pay the khums of it. If you don't pay the khums of it, you have kept the 12th Imam's money in your business. That means whatever income will come, every income you'll have to pay the khums of it. That's fine. 12th Imam is my partner. It's okay. I will be blessed. No. You'll be committing haram. 12th Imam doesn't want to be in your business. If you are forcing him, Ya Sahab Zaman, I have your khums money as your share in my business. You are my business partner every month. He doesn't want like that. You're going to force him to be your partner. He doesn't want it. He wants you to pay the khums and don't put him in your business. And he will bless you. He will be your partner in your 80%, and he will bless the money by the blessing given to him by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So don't worry about 12th Imam being your business partner. It's going to be a bad omen on you, and you might get losses after losses until you get the khums out of the capital of investment. So let's see. Yes, so that 20,000 euro you earned last year, you said instead of paying khums, let me just invest it. No. Pay the khums of it, then invest it. That's a general rule. Sayyid al-Khou'i differs a little bit here. Here Sayyid al-Khou'i's differences, but I'm not going to say. He says, even if those 20,000, let's say you became jobless at the end of the year, and you have this 20,000 euro. Now you said, if I'm going to pay the khums of it, my annual expenses is 20,000 euro. So I'm going to spend, I'm going to invest this 20,000 euro, and each month the income, I will live on it. Instead of consuming this 20,000 euro, I'm going to live on it, on expenses. So, Sayyid al-Khuy used to say, if this is equal to your annual income for next year, you don't need to pay the khums of it, invest it. Sayyid Sistani says no. He says, even if this 20,000 euro was equal to your annual expenses for next year, you have to pay the khums of it before you put it in your business. I said the difference. So Sayyid al-Khuy used to say, if your capital of investment, you are supposed to use it in your annual expenses. You did not use it in your annual expenses, living expenses. You chose to invest it, so that from the income, benefits, profits, you do your living. Sayyid al-Khuy said, if it's equal to your annual expenses, you don't need to pay the khums of it, invest it. If it's more, pay the khums of more. If it is less, obviously there's no khums. Sayyid Sistani says no. Capital of investment must be khumsed, even if it was equal to your annual expenses. Okay? وَإِن كَانَ مُسَاوِيًا لِمَؤُونَةِ سَنَةٍ. But what is the exemption? He said Sayyid Sistani is a bit easier. Here is easier. He says, نعم إذا كان بحيث لا يفي الباقي بعد إخراج الخمس. If I'll pay 20,000 khums of 20,000 euro, my investment requires 20,000 euro. If I'll pay 4,000 euro, 16,000 euro, I will not be able to invest. My budget of my investment is 20,000 euro. If I'll pay the khums, it will become 16,000. I'll not be able to do business. He says, in this condition, if the required capital of investment will decrease if you are going to pay the khums of it, then you are exempt. But then there's a however, wait for that however, I'm coming, okay? So he gives flexibility, then he takes it away. Come on, Sayyidina Khalas, he gave us. So he says, نعم بحيث لا يفي الباقي بعد إخراج الخمس بمؤونته اللائقة بحاله لم يثبت فيه الخمس حينئذ. He says, yes, however, if after paying the khums of it, the remaining would not be sufficient to invest in a way that the income would be suitable for your expenses, okay? Suitable for your status. You will not get, you can invest 16,000 euro, but the income will come less. It will not be sufficient for your living. So he said, then you are exempt. Then you 20,000 euro invested, you don't have to pay the khums of it, okay? 20,000 invested, you don't have to pay the khums of it. If capital of investment is going to become low, and if that low will bring low income, which will not be suitable for your normal living, then you take the whole 20,000 euro in investment. However, Sayyidina Khalas, Sayyidina, you gave us the exemption, finish. Why that you have to take it back away? He says, illa, unless, what? إذا أمكن دفعه تدريجيا. If you are able to pay the khums in installments, that 4,000, he says, say this is I don't want it instantly. I can wait. Pay me every month 100 euro, 200 euro. Sayyidina Khalas, he said no more. No. If you are able to pay installment khums, okay, which nowadays everybody is able to. So I'm adding fuel on the fire. So now everybody is able to pay in installments. So he says, unless if you're able to pay the khums in installments, after consulting the religious authority to convert that khums as to a debt or a loan on his shoulder, okay? So that 4,000 euro is going to be now a loan. So you go and invest your 20,000 and say this is so after you consult your Hakim Shari'i religious authority and he makes it installments, فإنه لا يعفى عن تخميس في هذه الصورة. Then the khums will not be exempt in this case. وفي حكم رأس المال, and same ruling of the capital of investment, or making the khums of capital is applied on whatever he needs. That was, we may give an example for business, capital of investment. So no, that capital of investment, whatever you need, from what? From for a worker, is applied upon a worker who needs from the machines and tools for his industry, or a farmer for his agriculture, and so on. And let me just finish this example. A person's annual expenses, he needed that amount, like 20,000 euro, he needs it. If he pays the khums of it, then it would become 58,000. Okay, 60,000 euro. Okay, so 60,000, there's a mistake. How can it be 60,000? Let me just fix it. A person's annual expenses is 60,000. He needed that amount to invest in his business. If he pays the khums of it, then it will become 48,000. Yes. Okay. Okay, so let's say if a person's annual expenses are 60,000 euro, he needed that amount to invest in a business. If he pays the khums of it, then it would become 48,000. 2 6 is 12. Take 12 out of 60. It's 48. If he invests that, the amount would be less and not be sufficient. The income of it will not be sufficient for his living expenses. Therefore, he would be exempt from paying the khums, unless if he was able to make an agreement with the marja to convert his khums to a loan or a debt. So this is for today, inshallah. We are going to take ruling number 1220 in our next session. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم